a helping hand to others. At holiday time, handouts of food and shelter are welcomed by those in need. But what about the rest of the year? Well, we found someone who offers some of those on society's bottom rung, more than the trimmings of Thanksgiving or a warm bed for the night.
Our people, the residents of Delancey Street, are the people everyone thinks of as losers, and indeed they have thought of themselves as losers. Our average resident has been in and out of jail 4 times, has been addicted to drugs for an average of 10 years. They are formally unskilled, unemployable, illiterate, angry, antisocial people.
Not anymore. For most of the residents of Mimi Silbert's Delancey Street Foundation, there's work to be done.
We have almost 200 people so far that have been trained in the building trades, and they are building their own home.
Actually, it's much more than a home. The Embarcadero Triangle Complex will stand in the shadow of San Francisco's Bay Bridge. Delancey Street's residents will live and attend classes there. There'll be a theater, nightclub, and restaurant, which these losers that Mimi talked about will run.
The guy with the most experience here is a guy who once poured a cement handball court at San Quentin. It is really phenomenal. I mean, it's something that will be here forever, and it says, you know, we're winners, that when we do it right and we work hard and we care, that we can really do it all.
Mimi Silbert was born in Boston of immigrant parents 46 years ago. After a degree in psychology and a PhD in criminology, she opened the first Delancey Street residence in 1971 in San Francisco to try to give ex-convicts and drug addicts a second chance at life. She chose the name because Delancey Street in New York is a symbol, she says, of where immigrants at the turn of the century were greatly disadvantaged but had a spirit of struggle. Today, there are 5 centers around the country offering food and shelter and vocational training for anyone in need. Funding comes from contributions and hard work, and that's the difference.
You get better yet?
You've seen the reports all this holiday week of people around the nation who make the effort to give the needy a decent meal and a bit of cheer. Wonderful work. But at Delancey Street, these people have bought and prepared Thanksgiving dinner themselves in the restaurant, which they themselves run. Some have learned to make furniture, and others have begun a furniture moving business.
Delancey Street provides a lot of structure. It teaches people responsibility and discipline, and then it provides real opportunity to kind of reach way above your heights, to really dream.
These men never dreamed that they'd be building this residence with their own hands.
Until I was 25, when I came to Delancey Street, I'd been in prison once and was on the way back.
I don't know, you get a chance to actually believe that you could do something different other than running the streets and, you know, jail and dope and all that.
This $30 million project is the product of donations and of faith and a $10 million bank loan. How did that come about?
Not easily. I want to tell you, we talked to several banks, and finally the Bank of America really just believed in what we are doing.
Based upon our assessment and good feeling of Mimi and her character, it was easier to make a loan than not to.
There is no paid staff at Delancey. Mimi works as a consultant in criminology when she's not building a building or a dream.
Hopelessness and despair are the 2 things that I think are the most serious problems. To teach people hope, to really believe, to fight and to dream once again is probably the hardest thing we do, and it's what we fight for 24 hours a day.
And so we choose Mimi Silbert. Her philosophy is simple: help people to help themselves. And it's been a rewarding partnership for her. That's our report on World News Tonight.